Hello, wonderful people. You're welcome to this amazing show, Heartbeat. My name is Judy, your host. It's a blast to have you part of the show. Welcome back from whatever I've been doing. I mean, those who went for work today, there are those that are still traveling back home. Welcome back. It's a love show, Heartbeat, on Record Television. I'm glad to have you here. It's quite amazing that I have a lot in stock for you. Just sit down and relax. But again, tip on your friend, either a neighbor, that the show has begun. I'm very grateful that you're fully on the show. It's Heartbeat, and it airs every Thursday at 8 p.m. up to 9. But again, it has a replay on Sunday at midnight, of course. Those who can watch at midnight, you can again catch this amazing show once again. For whatever that you missed out or what that you enjoyed, you can really find it on the show. Well, let me first take you into the recap of what we had last week. We talked of a letter whereby a lady called Jasmine was complaining about her boyfriend, whose boyfriend is this kind of person who seemed not to have liked moving in together, and she was actually complaining that was he the right man that she could fall in love with, or she was just meandering around, beating around the bush, and to make others get to know or find out, probably maybe, that she's engaged or she has someone. But again, we got to find out that age would have been an issue because the boy is 24 and the girl is 26. And our question that day was posed as follows. Would you, is age really a matter, or does it matter a lot in any kind of relationship? And you gave us your opinion. I was really grateful for the amazing engagement. I mean, I thank you so much for whoever engaged yourself in the show. And those who gave us advice, I was really grateful. But messages still came in even later that I may not even be able to start reading one by one right now. But we are grateful, and Jasmine, I know, is trying so much to make sure this relationship works out as she really expected. Well, still to remind you, the show can hook you up with a wonderful person, soulmate, for those who are single and searching. You have any birthday parties, I mean, birthday for elders, not for children. Don't invite me for a birthday party of your baby. No, I'm talking about birthday parties for elders. You want to surprise your wife or girlfriend, and you want us to be part of that. Yes, it can feature in our show. Pre-weddings, engagements, baby shower, I mean, quite a lot. They can be engaged in the show and you can fully enjoy it. So tip us if you really have one. And those who are single and searching, is a platform for you. The other time you send me a message asking whether we have a Facebook, I mean, yes, we have a Facebook page, but again, you asked whether we have a WhatsApp group. Yes, I'm happy to tell you that we have a WhatsApp group. So today, if you come to send a message on our WhatsApp number, it will be right on your TV screen. Make sure you engage yourself. We might not allow phone calls, yes, but again, use that WhatsApp number if you want to be engaged in the show. Send your message. You can tell us what you want us to do in the show. And again, discuss on our topic of discussion. We usually have a letter that we normally drill at to make sure we comfort, help, or give advice to people that have written in their letters. And you're going to engage yourself on that WhatsApp number, 0758 44 85 77. Make sure you have that number right on your fingertips, and then you'll be able to text in any message relevant to what we are talking about, because last time messages came in later, we were not able to read all of them. So you're going to do it as immediate as possible. Still, to kick off the show, I don't want to be so wordy, but again, we have a letter today. And there is this gentleman actually, who is complaining about something that you're about to know. Listen carefully and watch. Then later on, you're going to engage yourself in the show. You tell us or tip us, give us advice on how he can go about this problem that is really becoming very, very big, that he might not handle alone. That's why he has shared it with you people who are watching the show. Let's enjoy the letter. I'll be back shortly. I've been dating my fiance for several years and we have been engaged for more than a year. We are set to get married in very near future. By saying that, I mean things are paid for and family has all necessary travel arrangements. All things are set to go. The dilemma is as follows. Recently, a friend of mine came across a video featuring my fiancé. The video is pornographic. I am not a stranger to porn, so I can say that the video itself is quite normal as far as porn goes, but it features my fiancé. For what it's worth, I saw enough of it and have it to disturb me, but I did not sit and watch it from the beginning to the end. I broached the subject with her, and she confirms she made the video 10 years ago when she was 21 and before we even met. She explained that it was in fact an amateur porn production and she was paid a generous sum of money to make the video. She also explained it was a one-time thing and that she was deeply embarrassed after it was made and felt ashamed. She never told anyone and hoped it was obscure enough that no one would ever find it. She simply did it for the money without any real forethought as to what might happen down the road. I love my fiancé very much and deep down I can understand what happened. I know that it happened way before we met and I know she would use her one life to do over to take this back if such a thing existed. I know in time I will get over it, but right now I'm in a state of shock. I'm not happy at all that this video exists and it troubles me for so many reasons, mainly that she never told me it existed and I had to find out from my friend. I would have had such an easier time accepting it if the information came from her and not through a friend who made the discovery. With the whirlwind of our ensuring wedding and we are trying to process this, I am not sure what to do. I don't want to call off the wedding, but I am not exactly as excited for the wedding as I was before the discovery of my fiance's pornographic video. Postponing the wedding is basically off the table because of what is already invested in it. Besides, I still want to marry her. Please give me your advice. I really want to be comfortable with this, but don't know how to do it in time for the wedding. My name is Brown. Please HeartBeat help me.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. That's the letter for today. Well, the way the letter begins, it's very interesting, but when you come, you follow the letter slowly by slowly, the ending is really, really bad. Brown is asking for help, advice. How can you help him? You know, is this guy who met a beautiful lady some time back. He actually had a crush on her and then approached her asking to whether they can actually be together or fall in love. She accepted and, you know, they started this kind of relationship together. They even planned for their wedding after some time. You know, they had a long courtship and they planned for their wedding. So he talked about this wedding with friends and then family members that stood in for him, and they've actually made arrangements for the wedding. They prepared what to do, where to travel for honeymoon, I'm telling you. And then a friend comes, you know, these bloggers of Facebook or internet. Then someone goes on net and accidentally bumps into a sex tape for his fiancé. Of course, as a close friend, others would shut up, and then others would come and tell you boldly that you're dating maybe someone who is not right for you. Then the guy wasn't greedy. He actually came and approached the husband and asked whether he knew about the fiancé's behaviors past behaviors. But again, he didn't know what exactly this one meant. But later on, they engaged into a short story that he was even handy with a sex tape. He said that, yes, you're going to have a wedding, but your fiancé seemed to have engaged herself in weird or bad activities, and she has a sex tape. I landed onto it, and I hope, and I'm very sure that she's the one. Then the husband could not actually believe. He told him, please bring out that sex tape, and then they watched, but he could not even watch it to maybe make to the middle or even to the end. He became very emotional. He became so, he felt so bad, extremely so bad. But he didn't know how to begin and how to tell the girlfriend. But good enough, he got the strength later and sat with the girlfriend, asking whether this sex tape was hers. She did not deny. She actually confirmed and asked for forgiveness that, yes, my sweetheart, I did this because I needed money, and it was 10 years before I even met you. I was still 21, and I went in, did a sex tape with several guys, not knowing that it could go viral on internet. And I actually didn't tell anyone, not even my family members, thinking that it would be obscure. I mean, they'll never land onto it. The guy could not believe, because you can't believe a person who tells you exactly what happened, that the ball is in your hands. Either you can accept and forgive, take it in and forgive, or you could call off the relationship. Their wedding is due, and he really doesn't know what to tell the parents who have prepared all the arrangements, wedding. I mean, it's quite very absurd. That's the state that the husband, Brown, who wrote the letter, is in right now. What would you do? Would you forgive this girlfriend and move on, or you're going to actually call off the wedding and relationship and maybe bump into someone who is worse than her, or even fall in the trap? Should I call it a trap? Okay. Or even move in, accept her mistakes because they were past mistakes, and it is the time right now you must forget, because she has apologized and she did it before she actually met you. She didn't know she would meet you. And again, accept to take that risk. It's a risk, because you don't know whether someone has really or fully changed, or she's soon going to do the same in the relationship. WhatsApp us. You're given the WhatsApp number. Send in your advice as soon as possible if you really want us to read that message. You can send a message or WhatsApp. Please don't call. We are not going to pick you. But you can send your message, your opinion. You might be going through the same situation also. Or you might have gone through the same situation, but now you solved it and now the relationship is moving on so well. But remember, these two are getting married. It's a commitment. Would you commit yourself with a person whose past you know that are very terrible, or you risk going in for another person whom you don't know? A devil is better than an angel you do not know. Well, I leave this in your hands. Yes, the ball is in your hands. We are going to take a short break. But when we return, we are going to drill more about our letter for today. Let's find out what is the cause. How can he forgive and forget totally and also? All this will be coming in later after the break. Keep it there. I know Liz is going to join me later on in the show, and we are going to talk more about this later. Meanwhile, as we read your messages or your advice, keep it there.
wedding fairy tales.
I've been around this world, I've been a lot of places, seen a million faces in 1,000 times.
It brings you motivational marriage quotes, gratifying fashion and essence, spanking decoration, wedding fairy tales.
I knew I found heaven, and I've been wanting to tell you, I'm never wanna let you go.
Catch the most romantic, fun, only on Record TV. Wedding fairy tales, Sundays 1 p.m. and Thursdays 3 p.m.
Everybody, a must-watch program is live on Record TV. Things to do with cookery, fashion, birthday wishes, amazing things, and so many others. You are not supposed to miss out on this with your host, Precious Remy. It is every single day, Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. till 11 a.m.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. It's a beautiful song coming in from Blake Shelton saying goodbye. It's a song that, I mean, no one would love to dedicate to anyone because he was speaking about this wife that he really had, and they did not sort out the issue they had, and then time came when they had to depart ways. Oh, quite an emotional song. It's very emotional, but it's amazing. I love the lyrics that it shows that you're supposed to settle out your issues before they go out of hand. You're welcome to the show once again, whoever who has just joined us. We are actually talking about a letter. Which letter that Brown wrote, who is about to marry, I mean, this commitment issue of getting married, and their wedding is due, and now he actually came across a sex tape of the fiance that he is about to marry. Quite very unfortunate. No one would wish the other that. But again, let's pray that he gets a solution probably from you who is watching the show or anyone else. I mean, you must have been through quite a lot also and you know how to deal with such. But again, you might have been also through the same situation, or you feel sorry for this amazing guy and you want to sort out that issue. Thank you so much for watching. With me in studio, Liz has joined me. Liz.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you. I'm so happy to be here once again on the Heartbeat. Welcome, my dear viewers. As always, it's the Heartbeat with the beautiful Julie. Julie, you're very smart, by the way. I swear, I cannot just. You're so smart. I cannot miss this opportunity. I have to take a selfie. I have to show some.
Really?
Trust me, please come and take a selfie. Yeah, at least I captured that.
Yes.
It's really lovely being here once again. And of course, it's always a pleasure giving you to the audience, our lovely audience, issues about love, people who are seeking lovers. We're always here to satisfy your emotions.
Single and searching.
Single and searching, yeah. We're always here to give you the best. I see the cameraman saying he's here.
Really? Okay, we shall engage him some other day.
Okay.
Well, Liz, before we go any further, there's a letter we are tabling right now, and we want to help Brown. Meanwhile, as the people out there are also engaging themselves in the show, trying to send messages, how Brown can solve this issue. What is your take about the letter, first and foremost?
First and foremost, my take on the letter is definitely, my take is positive on the side of like forgiving and forgetting. Like for Brown, forgiving and forgetting. That's my take. I wouldn't advise him to do the opposite, like not to forgive and not to forget. Yeah. I want him to forgive and forget. Then the rest shall follow as we talk about the later.
Let's go back in the later. You're about to get married. This beautiful lady who is yearning for that wedding. I mean, you're waiting for that wedding day. You've actually tried to fit in the gowns and everything. Preparations are ready. And then out of the blue, your boyfriend comes with a sex step you did 10 years ago when you were still, when she was still 21.
Oh my God, I can imagine. It's really so embarrassing on the side of the girl. It's so embarrassing and it's so painful on the man's side. It's really so hurtful. I think every fiber in his body is filled with rage and resentment. But definitely with all that, I don't think he can do much. They had really gone so far in the relationship. If they have reached an extent of getting married, let him focus on the good things this woman has done. Let him, that's the past. Brian must be having a past as well, a dirty one, though we don't know about it. He must have had something in the past that the girlfriend doesn't know about.
But do you know where it pains? He said that if the girlfriend had told him at first, I mean, it takes us back to people who want to share their partner's past. I mean, when you meet your boyfriend and you'd love him to tell you what exactly happened way back, how many girls he has dated, and stuff like that. It takes us back. Because there's somewhere he mentioned about the girlfriend not opening up to him, because for him got to find out through a friend. Because if it wasn't the friend, he would not have known. So he feels is kind of himself, he's devalued somehow, somewhere.
He's devalued. But Julie, this is something, let's be honest on this. This is something you cannot wake up and just tell your boyfriend however much you love him. I mean, it's your past. First of all, you may not even, actually it may haunt you, and you think maybe, oh, I tell him, or why shouldn't I, or I tell him. But at the end of it all, you see, you're doing good things for him, you're moving on well, and you're only hoping it doesn't leak, it never gets out. It's so absurd that Brown's girlfriend's sex tape got out and he got to know. But she could not have admitted to him, Julie, even if it were me.
You would not have said it. But the truth will always set you free. If she came out clean, if she said, yes, it happened, but it happened way back before I even met you. But
okay, I thought you were saying, telling it to the boyfriend before actually anything got to be known. Like she gets out and tells the boyfriend, you know what, I have a secret, I've been hiding for long, I did a sex tape and this is it. I thought that's what you were meaning. But if you're meaning after getting out, the sex tape getting out, and then she has to admit, I hope she's not still denying.
She's not denying, but okay, let's put ourselves in the shoes of the man. Let's point out the things that you would have felt that moment after getting to know that the man you're going to engage yourself for the rest of your life did this, this, and that way back before you even met.
First of all, because of the love I have for him, you know, I would first look at him. It wouldn't change. It wouldn't change. There would be this anger that comes, that's the normal reaction. Of course, you cannot see something like that and then you just react like, oh, come on, there's nothing that happened. No, I have to get a reaction, I have to be angry. But besides that, I don't think my love for him would reduce. I would be angry by the way.
Intimacy issues now, let's look at the intimacy issues.
Intimacy issues, of course, there, you know, the truth is that...
Would you be intimate the way you were before? No. Don't you think it can affect your marriage?
It affects.
Let's look at the other, being judgmental. You're going to judge me 24/7. You would not actually believe that I changed.
That's true. You keep suspecting this person, like maybe, no. Every small thing they do, you think they're backsliding, or maybe they're going back to their old selves. But the truth is that it's just the mind game. I think the mind just plays with you. It keeps on, and that anger in you, you see this person in a different. But if you concentrate on the positive side of your spouse,
why is the positivity? By the way,
trust me, the positivity is in the normal things you have been doing actually before you found out this sex tape. The problem is that after finding it out, you start being the problem in the relationship.
No, you're not going to see anything good, by the way. Because I'm going to relate whatever you did, anything wrong, to relate it to what you did some time back. And if you find these quarrelsome men, they are going to abuse you whenever you do anything wrong. That's why you even did a sex tape. You're a prostitute, stuff like that.
Then the relationship will be at the verge of breaking if you keep pushing on to something that you found. If this woman has said sorry, she's really sorry, she regrets, that is her past mistake. For God's sake, that's a past mistake.
No, she said, I'm sorry, and that's what the man should take. But again, we can't take away the fact that the man had said at the end of the letter that he really loves the woman.
That's it.
He's in love. He loves the woman, and that's why he wrote this letter. How is he going to go about this situation? I mean, how is he going to forget as fast as possible so that they can carry on their relationship the way it is supposed to be?
Okay,
they all forget the fact that yes, it happened, because if the man also did something wrong apparently, and the woman gets to know, it will be another tug.
First of all, okay, what we have to actually tell, Brown should first of all admit that the problem was there, believe it, and just find a way, like say, you know, let me forgive her. Let him, first of all, he has to forgive himself for, just in order to forgive her, you know, like sacrificing yourself. You just say, you know, I love this, because he said it in the letter. He said, I love this woman. I love her. I really don't know what to do. I mean, those words touched me. That means he's ready to change. So as long as the trick I always use, by the way, whenever I'm angry at someone, you know what I do? Yes. And usually when I fail to forgive someone, I first sit alone. I write everything this person has done to me. Are you sure? Yes. I write down on a paper. You're going to share that with me? Please show me that paper. I write it down. Then after writing down, I go and burn it. You know, I be honest in the letter. You know, it's like, you know, it's like you're releasing your emotions onto the paper. So I go and burn it. And then when I see that smoke going up, I'm like, yeah, I think I've let go. I've let go. So you mean you get relieved? Yes. Trust me, that works for me. You should try it out. Should I copy that? Please do. Try it out. Try it out one time. Okay. Let's try to find out the WhatsApp message. Okay, let me begin with the messages itself. Really? This message is not connected. This one says, I advise him not to chuck the girl because she was real to tell him the truth. Thank you so much, but you did not leave your number. I mean, your name. We are so much interested in the name. This one says, hello, it's Jeff. Thanks for being smart. Thank you so much for appreciating, and thank you so much for watching. This one says, oh, sorry, Brown, but you talk to her. Please talk to her. I mean, talk to her and need trust. You trust in God, because if you were, you made some mistake here. If you were meant to be together, it shall be. I mean, if you're meant to be together, then it shall be. I love your program. Thank you so much. Please leave your numbers. I mean, your names. I'll be grateful. This one says, hi, I am Liberty from Chibuli. If she tells me at first okay, you meant maybe if she told me at first when I asked, I can. But if after a year, I can't. Actually, it's not even a year only. It's not even a year only. It's about 10 years. Yeah. This one says, no, I cannot. It's so rude. Then this one says, why shouldn't I? It's all past and accept because I love her. Thank you so much. You didn't leave your name. This one says, hi, I think they continue with the wedding because his fiance did it a long time ago, and I think she did not want to bring back the past. Thank you so much. Keep your messages coming. I can see there's so many here. I'll read more as we also drill a little bit in the letter. I'm so glad actually most of the audience is just on the positive side, forgiveness. Moreover, most of them are boys. I'm so grateful. That's cool. Keep it up. Yeah, it's good to forgive. There's a way you forget about it. After a long time. Let's accept the fact that that this guy is looking at this commitment that is forever, not for only years.
You know, the whites, they have a way they call off their relationship. I mean, they can make a contract that we're going to be together for 4 years, and then, you know, after the 4 years elapse, you're going to call off the relationship. But this is a lifetime commitment whereby you're supposed to be together for life. It's looking at that time together and then coping up with that time, being with the person.
But you know, Julie, sometimes most of the things we know the truth within ourselves, because actually I know Brown, deep inside himself, he has a voice telling him, yeah, you know what, you won't get away with not forgiving. You just have to forgive her because you know you can't live without her, you love her so much. There's that deep voice inside him telling him that, I'm very sure. But what is the use of holding on to something? Because I know eventually, they say time heals. Time heals the wound. So which means with time, Brown is going to forgive this lady, yeah, with time. So that is the use, after all, of holding on to something that you're going to let go of one time. And that is anger. He's going to let go. So it's better he does it. The earlier, the better. And because you create more space for your own happiness in your heart. Brown, you have to forgive.
Well, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, I know.
But what we have to say right now, Brown has to look into all the good things that the lady has been doing. Try to appreciate, however much something went wrong sometime back before you even met, make sure you look into the good things that you're having right now. Things that you share, those moments, very amazing moments that you've actually experienced yourself. That's why you're holding on to taking this relationship further. Don't look at any negativity in any kind of way.
And let him not continue, concentrate. Okay, listen, just forget about the past and move on. Forget. I know it's very hard, but just do it.
It's very, very, very hard. But we are going to look at the good, or how you're going to forget. How are you going to forget this?
That's a very big one.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation, but how are you going to deal with this situation, which seems to be so hard, very terribly, because there are so many people who are into such relationships, and they know they can't even make a judgment. I mean, you look at something and probably you make an abrupt decision that I'm supposed to stop this relationship as immediate as possible. You don't even have any person to talk to. You've not engaged people around you, probably your parents, because in the letter you told us that your parents even don't know anything about it, because you fear telling them. Yes, let them live in the shadow. Let's accept that they are in the shadow. Deal with it alone. If you're willing to forgive, I know parents won't know about it, isn't it? It all goes back to us. Do we love each other? Because if the girlfriend didn't love him, of course, she would not say the truth. She would not admit the fact that...
She would not even feel guilty. You know, she wouldn't be there saying, you know...
She would deny that that's not me, it's Photoshop.
And with pride. There's denying, but denying with pride, and you're like, okay, I don't care that I did it anyway. You know? She wouldn't mind, but no, she minds. She's still there, and she's sorry as well, I'm sure. She's very sorry.
Yes.
Let him just forgive her, not just for himself, not just for her forgiving her, but for also himself, like deep inside, to find some peace within yourself.
Thank you so much for watching. It's Heartbeat, a love show on Record Television that airs every Thursday at 8 p.m. But again, it repeats on Sunday at midnight. For those who can catch up that repeat, yes, it's very amazing. But again, our WhatsApp number is right on your TV screen. It's 0758 44 85 77. If you want to contribute on our letter for today, you've seen our topic of discussion. Give us advice and then go through that topic of discussion and see what you can say about it.
My first love, you're every breath that I take, you're every step I make.
That voice, that voice can steal money, I swear. It's amazing.
I love that song with all my heart. It talks right to my soul. It reminds me of so much.
I know. It's a beautiful song. Thank you so much for watching. Well, we're still talking about the letter for Brown, who are pushing in for a wedding, but again, unfortunately, time came when he got he got to bump into a sex step for the fiance whom he's about to marry, you can imagine. And he doesn't know what to do right now. But the girlfriend confirms that it was true, yes, and apologized, but is asking for a second chance. Could he call off the wedding or continue with this wedding? That's what we're talking about today. You can send your message right on our WhatsApp number 0758 44 85 77. Let us know about what you feel, what you can say, what is your advice, what is your suggestion and opinion. I'll be so grateful. And right now, for those who are calling in, unfortunately, I might not give you a chance right now. Neither can I pick your call. But again, if you send a message, it will be heard live on air. This one says, but Paige, yes, you're going to be added. Make sure if you want to be added on the WhatsApp group, send your name. And make sure your name comes. Now this one is calling on WhatsApp. Okay, let's continue.
So there's something you talked about, like how to forgive. Like, yes, it's easily said, like, yeah, Brown, forgive, but how? Like, how? What steps? I know, it's like climbing, but you feel like you don't even want to take another step. I think first of all, I would tell Brown, like, let him just remember how he felt when he was forgiven. At least I know one time he made a mistake. He has made mistakes in his life.
Which mistakes that are not bigger than this?
Yeah.
Or
which however small. But let him feel, how did he feel? Let him go back and memorize how he felt when he was forgiven. He must have gotten peace of mind. He felt happy. So let him also put it back to the girlfriend, like give it back to the girlfriend.
Well, this one says, I love that girl on TV in that dress. She's real heartbeat. Which one? They are all in dresses. All the girls are in dresses, my dear. Identify. This one says, hello heartbeat. Ebyaita, biba byaita. No need for those sorries. Simanya ndi kumulamwa. Basajja balaba ekalangala.
Sorries are necessary.
Basajja balaba, thank you so much. I hope I've read that message well. But we are so grateful. Please don't call. Those who are trying to call, don't call. You're not given any chance. We shall not actually hear from you. Otherwise, you're inconveniencing us. Well, Liz, as we go ahead, do you have anything, ways of how Brown can help calm this situation down and think of the wedding only?
It's so absurd that the wedding was around the corner. It's really so absurd, and I can imagine what Brown is going on, what is happening to him right now. He's in a state of total confusion. I don't know what he's thinking right now. But
of course, let's expect the following. He's going to be very judgmental. We talked about that. He's going to judge the woman up to the end. I mean, even if she has not done anything, he's going to imagine stuff that are not happening right now in that situation. Okay, let's say he has accepted to marry off this lady and he has not actually forgotten the fact that things happened way back in time, but went ahead and continued with the wedding plans. Let's look at what can happen later on in the marriage, this lifetime commitment. You've done something wrong and then your man comes up and starts concocting words. I mean,
bringing up the past.
Exactly.
But I think Brown should just forgive and just move on with the wedding plans.
What about the jealousness? I mean, even merely talking to your friends would actually piss him off because he knows you had the other character sometimes.
Oh my God, that's why I keep telling people, friends can be there to disorganize. Now I'm wondering what this friend was up to, taking this sex step to the boyfriend of, yet he knew that they were going to get married. I don't know, that's why I don't trust friends. It's not good to trust anyone just like that.
This one says, good evening, my dear. Let each of you learn how to forgive each other. Thank you so much, dear.
That's
Forgiveness
good. That's
here.
lovely.
This one says, in fact, I had the same problem for the past 7 years, but it has ruled my life even up to now. I'm just trying to forget. Girls, you are smart. I'm Dennis. In fact, up to now, yes.
7 years.
You're saying, up to now, I hate girls.
Can you imagine?
Let him forgive. Let him forgive her if he loves her, and they should go and see the counselor for help. That is so wise.
That's very wise.
I like that. Thank you so much for your message, dear. This one says, why not? We are all humans.
And we all make
and
mistakes.
Lady on the right is a fine one. Hey, this one is which right? Lady on the right. Then the fine one on the right. Okay, thank you so much. Your message has reached. And then this one says, Trevor. Yes, Trevor. Good evening. Please add me. Yes, Trevor. We shall do that after the show. And this one says, let her sing it again. Lovely voice. They're asking you to sing it.
Oh my God, no. I've run out of vocals. I've run out of vocals.
Says, hi, I'm Ronnie Ojok. Oh, sorry for him, but let him take his breath well and think twice.
And think twice.
Thank you all, and you all looking gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And this one says, hey, good evening, my dear. Okay, I'm Jacob. Forgiveness is also good, but someone who is in love, there is no way that someone can forget the ex-friend. Huh?
What's that?
The ex-boy. Okay.
Okay, he was meaning it's hard to forget the ex, like your ex-lover.
But were they exes, sexting? I just don't understand. Maybe because she
said she was doing it for money.
For money, that means it was
just a by
the way. It was nothing
way.
Close to either boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
There was no strings attached. It was just that.
Yeah.
Sex money.
This one says, hello, HeartBeat. Ndikumula mwanze nyumidde or something like that.
Michael.
I know this is Michael. Thanks for the message. Like you said, it's past, and your fiance is a new thing. The past is completely not part of your relationship. Love the voice and smile though. They love the voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
This one says, hello, HeartBeat. I'm Macklin. I'm single and I'm searching. I'm 21 years. A man should be 21, 23. Dear, some mistake made. It's 21 to 28. Thanks. Can you please establish your WhatsApp group where we can share our opinions and issues? Thank you. Yes, I'm going to add you. So as long as you leave your name, you're going to be added on the WhatsApp group. Maybe you can find yourself a soulmate. You might never know. This one says also, I'm single. I'm searching for Miss Right.
People searching for
Thank
love.
you so much. Thank you so much. We shall see what we can do for you. This one says, thanks for the show, all of you. Look really sweet and pretty. The past is past. I do forgive and we move on. I like that. It's wise. Thank you, Trevor, so
Very
much. We appreciate. Hey, ladies. Ash, Emma. I ain't give her excuse again. Yeah, thanks for the program. This one can't give any excuse. Yes, it's your opinion. This one says, hi, Record TV. Yes, hello. Thanks for the message. They are soon coming in. Please keep them coming because we want to read them on air. You know, there are many that send messages after the show, but try to do it in our time that we are here. We shall read them live on air because we want the owner of the letter to get an advice on how to solve that issue. This one says, whatever happened before they met is history. Let them continue with their love. No one is perfect. That's awesome. Yes, we are all human beings. No one is perfect.
No one is perfect. That's very true. That's very true.
Yes, thank you so much. Messages
are still lovely messages.
They are still streaming in, and I don't know whether I'll finish them. And this one says, now listen to this message. Porn stars aren't marriage materials. You get? Why didn't she tell him before going far?
Why didn't she tell the boyfriend?
Yeah, this one says porn stars aren't marriage materials. Whoever goes for porn, you're not a marriage material. So she was supposed to tell the boyfriend before they went even far to see whether the boy can take it on or not.
Very tough one.
It's a tough one, quite rude, but he spoke out his heart.
That's true.
This one says, I love the way you put on, please, whoever is calling, don't waste time, don't inconvenience us because we can't do much for you. I love, this one says, I love the way you put on black, you smile. Yes, thank you. Heartbeat, Maria, I do forgive because no one is perfect. Maria, thank you so much. Yes, it's good to have a forgiving heart. Error is human, forgiveness is paramount. Take it this way, I'm Osbert, I appreciate, and you guys are wow. Thank you so much, we also do appreciate. This one says, thanks for the show. Thank you so much for watching also. And this one says, hi ladies, add me on your WhatsApp group, Bambi. If you leave your name, you'll be added. Yeah. Don't mind. This one says, hi Heartbeat, thanks for the show. I advise them to move on. I'm Karen. Move on. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope our time is also out. And I'm seeing messages are still streaming in, but we are very, very grateful that you've engaged yourself in the show. Well, right at this minute, we normally sign out. Thanks for whoever who sent in a message, whoever who called. I mean, those were trying to call, you weren't able to receive or take your calls, but thank you so much. Let your messages stream in. I'll actually bring them back next week on this show. Remember, this show has a replay on Sunday, midnight. If you can really catch up with time, you can catch this episode once again. Well, Liz, you can make sign out. Yeah, briefly, very briefly. I just wish you a lovely night. Brown, please forgive and forget. Huh? And everyone else out there watching the show, have a lovely night. Enjoy always. We love you. Mwah. Yes, we are signing out. Please have a lovely night. Please have a good night. And make sure you enjoy the rest of the programming. We have a bulletin of English with Natulinda Blessing. Let me hope I pronounced that right. Beautiful Blessing. She's coming up at the top of the hour, taking you through news. We are grateful that you've been part of this show. Please have yourself a very good night and take care.